Dude, I don't care what you say, Tom Cruise is such a stud. This is crazy. That's insane. That's actually crazy how he got out of that. Oh my gosh. That finisher was vicious. They're showing her face a lot in this fight. The more that they show their face, and I can see her face in the medium and wides, I know it's not a stunt double. This is the thing I love about Mission Impossible, is just everything feels dangerous. My name is Noah Flater. I'm an actor and martial artist, and today we're reacting to the Mission Impossible series. I'm so excited. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first clip is Mission Impossible 2, the John Woo film. Very stylized. It's John Woo. It's got its own feel to it. Let's watch it. The zoom in, the close up on the knife. I don't know why that gets me. Bunch of heavy hits right away. These big haymaker hits to the body and the face. Yo! That is so classic. You have to have a big jump kick like that. That's a very like Chinese style jump kick. Jet Li was really big on those kind of jump kicks. I gotta rewatch this. This is actually amazing. The freaking toss. I love the fast cuts of the fight into the slow-mo hits. That drop kick was insane. That might have been the coolest drop kick I've ever seen, because when you do it, you usually place 2 feet and you land down. He twisted on his drop kick. That was crazy. Oh, here we go. Cartwheel kick, baby. We just drilled that the other day. Dude, I don't care what you say, Tom Cruise is such a stud. This is crazy. Oh, the hook kick down into the round kicks to the head. Yeah, you can definitely tell that the person that shot and directed this, John Woo, has a very big martial arts style. That was a great watch. That was a lot of fun. I definitely know I've seen Tom Cruise, and it's been a while since I've watched a Mission Impossible movie, but I very distinctly remember Tom Cruise in the bathroom hall fight in one of the Mission Impossible movies, but doing like a very clean sidekick. And I'm like, okay, he has a martial arts background, and I think he's well known for doing clean, basic kicks. That was the most jump kicks I've ever seen Tom Cruise do, especially on sand. Do you guys know how difficult it is to run in sand, let alone jump and fly and kick in sand? And I'm sure that that was a multi-day shoot of fighting. That must have been so difficult to do, flying around, jump kicking. It's not easy what he did with boots on. Very, very difficult fight, especially for somebody that did not grow up in the martial arts. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise didn't grow up in the martial arts. That is very difficult to be able to perform at a high level. That was so fun. I loved it. Let's watch the next one. Okay, we're watching Mission Impossible Rogue Nation now. Tied up like that. Yeah, damn. All right, Tom Cruise. I remember this scene. This one was really fun. Damn, the girl looked good too. She's strong. Yo! Yeah, that girl's a badass. You know, a lot of women grow up doing dance or gymnastics in the film industry. They always have some kind of athletic background. I kind of find it more often that women are more coordinated than men. The tricky part is that a lot of women don't have a lot of power in their movement. She looks vicious in the fight. So it's really cool to see a woman that isn't just really well coordinated and has the flexibility, but is vicious in her movement. It's awesome. Ooh, that spin around. Let's go. Honestly, this girl is just stealing the show. What's the actress's name? This is Rebecca Ferguson. I honestly think that she just stole the whole thing. I think that, again, for something like this, and I think Mission Impossible is known for basic, clean, good choreography with great coverage, and their performers always look really strong and in control. So she looked fantastic, but there wasn't a whole lot of very intricate choreography that they had to do. There were a few standout moments. As long as you get in with the stunt team, you're rehearsing with everybody, you are semi-coordinated, you should be able to do all of that. Oh, Tom Cruise pole dancing here? Yeah, that's insane. That's actually crazy how he got out of that. First thing I go is that real? I look at that clip and I'm like, there's no shot he did it with wires. I know that Tom Cruise is notorious for doing his own stunts and all that stuff, so I'm pretty sure he actually did that. Your lower abdominal strength has to be crazy to be able to lift all the way up upside down. Once you're upside down in that position and your legs are elevated, it's all momentum shooting straight up in the air. That is extremely difficult to do. I've never done that, but I've also never been tied up to a pole like that. Do not start with the fan art. I don't want to see it, guys.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I want to share with you that I have a free 30-day training program. If you've ever wondered how can I start the martial arts, this is the program. I want you guys to go to my website now, get started, and I hope to see you guys training.
Another one from Rogue Nation. Is this Rebecca back at it? This girl got a lot of fight scenes in the movie. Let's go. It's an action movie. It's one of the action movies of Hollywood. Mission Impossible. Oh, love the knife. That's a good looking knife.
Ska vi se vad du är gjord av.
Ah, here we go. There's a lot of Kali in that. So a little bit of backstory of Kali is that the way that the system is developed is when you strike, they have their philosophy called defanging the snake. So when the weapon comes at you, you actually want to check and cut, making sure that that weapon isn't going to cause you any damage by disarming them. So they have a lot of checks and cuts in between the fight. That's real martial arts. That's real Kali. It's tough because I love the dark aesthetic and the mood. The problem with shooting this dark and they're completely silhouetted is that you lose the energy and the emphasis of the knife. So I can't really see where the blades are as well. It's a little bit hidden. Oh my gosh. That finisher was vicious. With how many disarms and cuts there also were in between the fight, I feel like the knife would have been dropped a lot sooner as well. From a film perspective, I would have loved to see inserts that the knives weren't doing the damage that they were supposed to because they had long sleeve clothes. They have clothes that are protecting the cuts. We can see that those checks and cuts aren't actually doing damage. But those are like really minute details that maybe only martial artists know. But it adds a lot of layers into the storytelling when you see, oh, they are actually landing these hits, but the characters aren't actually receiving damage. Then you understand the story as you're fighting. Then you get to the main point where she jumps on top, stabs him in the head, and then he falls down. You're like, okay, I get it. Fun fight though. Next fight is Mission Impossible Fallout. That must have hurt. Throwing yourself back on a chair and breaking your back like that, jeez. Is this Rebecca again? She's got really good kicks. I'm loving her kicks are clean, they look strong. She's a badass, dude. And I'm like, they're showing her face a lot in this fight, which is a great sign. The more that they show their face, and I can see her face in the medium and wides, I know it's not a stunt double. I'm 100% positive that she has a double. But how much of the fight is actually her? I don't know. I would say 75% of this fight kind of looks like it's her. If not, they're fooling me, which is a good sign. But she is fully in this fight and letting her partner die. Come on, get to him. I love that leg lock, using the rope to strangle them at the same time. Would that work? Probably. She was flexible enough and it looked tight enough. That was a very different and unique fight, adding elements in the room, and like the first person that really coined adding different elements in the room for fight scenes was Jackie Chan, right? But like adding rope, adding broken glass, adding all these different things in the middle of the fight, I love that. I think using anything you can in your environment to elevate your fight scenes or even just in a real life situation is an absolute must. I think this is the iconic Mission Impossible Fallout. This is the bathroom fight. Fun fact, that Asian performer, I'm pretty sure he was also the stormtrooper that fought John Boyega, that he busted out that baton and did that baton swirl. Same guy. I don't know why, but this fight scene was so iconic when it came out. It is just so well done. Well, one, they have this guy to throw him around like that. He elevates the fight scene like insanely. And then you got Henry Cavill. Like, those three in one room in an all-white bathroom doing a crazy fight sequence. This guy has to have done some type of Filipino martial arts because the use of the weapon, of how he hits, pole spins him around into this like chokehold kind of thing. This is the thing I love about Mission Impossible is just everything feels dangerous. And one of my big issues with martial arts style choreography is that it feels like choreography. It feels like a performance. It doesn't feel like I'm trying to grab your face and bury you into the ground. And that's what a fight is like, is it a sparring match? That's fine. Am I trying to put you through the wall? That's what I love about Mission Impossible. The fights feel dangerous. And it takes a village to make it get to that point between the cam operators, between their post house, their breakaway teams, their stunt, of course the stunt teams. But it takes a lot to be able to make a really good fight scene come to life, let alone the most important element is your performers. Without your good performers, you're not gonna have a good fight, right? That's just what it comes down to. So overall, Mission Impossible fight scenes. I loved that they made everything feel very dangerous while still being a little bit more on the fun side for their fight scenes. They stuck to a lot of the basics. There wasn't movements that were super complex in choreography when it comes to martial arts prowess, but you don't need all of that to make a really great fight scene. If you stick to the basics and you really make sure that you can feel the impact of those hits, add layers on top of it where maybe it's just a jab, cross hook, body, slide up side kick. You make that side kick really powerful and they go through the walls and the energy of that performance is really strong. That's all you need. Who doesn't like Mission Impossible? That was so much fun to watch. If you enjoyed my breakdowns, please let me know in the comments other movies you guys want me to react to. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care, guys.